Feeling like David Pearson in the 21 right now.
All right, it's 1968.
All right, here we go.
You're going down Daytona.
Mark Martin style.
You're P2 right now. And who's in front of you?
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. REVan Evan.
Abe Tango.
And we wanted to get you up to speed. We're out here at the shop. As you can see, we got the Cyclone project car right behind us. We also got a couple other projects that we've been working on. We got the Foxbody LX that we bought, and we've got Project Stalker back here. And Abe's also got a, what is it, 98?
98 Cobra.
98 Cobra that he just painted. And he's gonna be looking to do a couple things to that. So we're gonna give you a little bit of walk around the shop. We'll show you what's going on. We'll get you up to speed. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell so that you know when we drop new videos. And what do you say we get cracking?
Let's do it.
All right, guys, so as you can see, we got a bunch of parts for the Cyclone. This is probably going to be one of the first things we're going to get to jamming out on. We're going to try to retrofit some 5-liter Mustang headers, and we found the next pipe on Facebook Marketplace. So we'll try to fit that, and then we'll get some exhaust pipes and mufflers. We'll fabricate that so that we have dual exhaust to replace the cruddy, falling apart exhaust in the stock manifolds, and that should give us a little bit of horsepower. We got a new Mercury panel that my buddy Randy donated to the project. We offered to pay him. He donated it. Can't thank him enough for that. So that's pretty cool because we are missing the letter C right there from our panel. I did find a C, the actual letter C on eBay, which we bought. So we'll fix that panel as well, and we'll have two, and we'll keep whichever one is nicer. Abe went ahead and bought some seats. The reason is we were gonna get the factory bench seat recovered, but when we took it apart, the whole inside of the seat was roached, completely rusted out. It actually didn't look that bad from the outside, but once we took the skin off the seat, it was toast. And I'm pretty sure Abe could fix it. He's really handy, but these look pretty nice, and Abe couldn't help himself, so he went ahead and got these off of Amazon of all places. Pro car seats, and they're gonna look pretty neat inside there. It's kind of still has an old school look, no headrest. So we'll go with that for now. We're gonna have to change the rug because the center of the rug where it had the bench seat, there is no rug. We got a new radio, which will be a modern style MP3 player, but it's gonna have the factory look. That's pretty cool as well. We got a headliner for the thing because the headliner's torched, and we got some trim. This car was missing the front piece of trim that went across the front of the hood. So I found one of those on eBay, and it had a little dent in it. Abe fixed the dent, we polished it up, and we're gonna get that fitted as well. So the other thing we changed was the wheels and tires, which we were gonna probably do anyway. The Cobra SS's that were on there, they're retro, and they kind of looked apart for the 68 car, but they were toast. A lot of rust. Of course, the tires were dry rotted and nasty, so we're gonna have to get tires anyway. So right now, Abe had some 5 stars laying around the shop. We put them on there, and we'll decide later on if we're gonna stick with those or go to something else. But we like free, and we had them, so that's what we went with.
All right, so this car sat in a barn for about 10, 15 years, and there was a lot of surface rust. So I decided to wet sand it a little, take that down, buff it out a little, and throw a coat of wax on it. This way it doesn't keep rusting. It looks a lot better now than it did. I mean, it's not a new paint job, but you can see it's smoother now, and hopefully it stops it from rusting where there was surface rust before. All right, so we're not putting on a vinyl top, but it kind of looks cool, I think. But no, this is the headliner, because the headliner there were rats or mice or something inside that ate it up. So we're gonna install this new headliner we picked up. That should be fun. It's a bow type headliner, so it's a little bit of a pain to install, but we'll show some footage of that. We also got a new trim for the hood. This was like $260 for this piece of aluminum here, which I did straighten out. It was dented here before. You could see underneath that I tapped it out, buffed it all out, so now it's all polished and it'll look good. All right, so when we picked up the Cyclone, it was missing one piece of trim, and it was on the hood. It was really annoying. We found it. It didn't come with these clips. So I picked up these clips off of eBay, and they're really easy to install. You just pretty much just push them in there, and that's why I have these all lined up. And Now I'm just gonna line it up with the holes. Hopefully they line up. And look at that, they do. Put these nuts on it with a nut driver. Put one on this end, and you'll see what it looks like. So for $269, we have a piece of aluminum on the front of the car. All right, so I shined up this piece of trim, took the dents out, and it looks great. But now this looks terrible. It's not, the grill is not aligned. This is all dirty. It's missing paint all over. So what I'm going to do is take the grill out and clean this up, clean the stainless on it, repaint this so it's all black all the way around. Clean up all the stainless, or aluminum actually, and so everything will look aligned and correct, so it doesn't look all, you know, bent up in the front. All right, so we got an update on the Cyclone, and now we have the Foxbody over here, the 1990. I redid the interior. We decided to go with black carpeting. Black carpeting is good because it hides all stains, and whether it's red, gray, or a black interior, I think the black carpet looks better. All right, so when we picked up this car, this interior was nasty. The seats were nasty. I didn't think I could clean them. So we had a little bet going to see if we could clean them up. I mean, it was stained, there were Fruit Loop stains, there were coffee stains, all sorts of stuff, who knows, DNA. So we took them out. I have a Bissell, a small for upholstery, and make sure you use hot water. We cleaned it all up. It took all day, but I think they came out fantastic. I think I won that bet. So along with the seats, we decided to update the interior a little bit. We don't need a radio, so I just put a radio delete in there because you just want to listen to the motor anyway. We also went with a leather shifter knob, bezel, and boot. And of course, you need cup holders. Along with the USB and a 12 volt over here, you can charge your phone and have your cup of coffee. All right, so when we picked up this car, it has this cover. It came with this cover, which is usually the first thing I throw out because it's extra weight. We don't need it, but I thought it would look cool. So what I actually did was repainted the plastic pieces on there because they were discolored. And I think it actually looks cool. I don't know if I'll use it, but could throw something under there.
All right, so horsepower, that's always the fun part. We're thinking heads, cam, and intake, maybe an alphabet cam, like going old school, set of aluminum heads, basic long runner intake to keep that torque. I think we could probably get, you know, easily over 340 or 50 horsepower out of this thing with just maybe some basic bolt-ons. I think that'll be the goal. But what would you do if this was your car? Would you go blower? Would you just go nitrous and leave it the way it is and go have a little bit of fun? Drop us a comment and let us know. And we're going to get cracking. We're going to turn some wrenches and we're going to move on to the next project. All right, guys. You may remember Project Stalker. This is my personal Foxbody. I've owned this car since 1987. It's originally an 87 LX, and it served duty as a Muscle Mustangs and Fast Fords project car for many, many years. We started with the HO combination, moved to the Cobra combination, and somewhere around 2014 or 15, I stopped racing it, and unfortunately, it kind of fell into a state of disrepair. I ended up putting a new roll cage in it, and then it sat at my buddy Vinny's shop up in New York for a while. We finally got it back down here in Florida, and we are going to revitalize this thing. It might take a little bit, but we're going to go through the whole car. We're going to rebuild the motor. We're going to go through the transmission and clutch, and the goal is going to be to get this thing back on track so that we can return it to its former glory as a 10-second stick shift Mustang. So this is going to be the last piece of the puzzle that we're going to go through today in the shop. We appreciate everybody checking out this video. Abe and I are working hard. We got a lot going on. We're going to try to keep these videos coming. You can help us out by subscribing to the channel, throwing us a like, and drop a comment. Tell us what you think about these projects. What do you want to see? What should we do with that Foxbody, the 90LX engine? Should we go with heads cam intake? Should we go with a blower? You guys let us know what you want to see. We know what we're going to do with this thing. We got to get some ideas on the Cyclone too. So thanks for checking out the channel. It's going to be a fun 2021. So come along for the ride.